Kai Sam Disciple here. I hope you guys are having a good day. And restore the Snyderverse. Okay, so let's talk about why Warner Media have failed. It's not just listening to the fans versus the general public and trying to get what the general public wants. It's about listening to the paying, patronizing fans that actually made your movies profitable. Where Warner Brothers went wrong, particularly with the Snyderverse, and by the way, we see that the highest selling DVD and Blu-ray right now out there is the Snyder Cut. The Snyder Cut is killing it. And I've not been on Twitter in a long minute, and I haven't been here in a long minute, but I know this. Snyder Cut is doing extremely well. And the reason is because the paying fans, it was keeping WB afloat, wanted the Snyder Cut. See, WB has been trying their best to please the wrong set of people who are not the main investors in their company's pictures and movies. So nobody's coming out to see their movies. They thought they could get their formulas and they could please Hollywood, but piss off their fan base who pay. The customer is always right. You have to listen to your customers. Kevin Feige of Marvel listened to his fan base who were going to pay to see his movies. They were pleased with what he put out. As a result, there was good word of mouth, and the general public from thenceforth got interested in his movies. That's why he's making billion-dollar movies time and time again. It's because people have had confidence, the fans have confidence in him, and therefore the general audience follows whatever the fans like. Because good word of mouth comes from the fans. The opposite has happened with DC and Warner Media. Warner Media under Toby Emmerich has pissed off their major paying fan base. AT&T could see that. Discovery, who's going to be taking over, can see that. But Toby Emmerich and his stooges, including Walter Hamada, could not see that. They decided to try to imitate the model of Marvel, which has its own fan base, its money-paying fan base, and devotees were devoted to Kevin Feige. So by going against the paying fan base that has been supporting your universe, you and not listening to them at all, listening to everybody else but them, listening to the detractors, listening to the critics, listening to everybody but them. Now you've satisfied the detractors, now you've satisfied the critics, but you haven't satisfied the majority base that supported you. So your movies flop time and time again at the box office. They have good critical rating, but who gives a damn? They have good word of mouth by the critics and detractors, but the fans are not interested in it, and they're not coming to see it in the cinemas. So your Suicide Squad flopped. Your Mortal Kombat flopped. Wonder Woman flopped at the box office. Harley Quinn flopped. Major flops. And Wonder Woman bombed. It hasn't made back its money at the box office. And none of these other films are making their money back at the box office. And The Flash will flop. Why? Why? Nobody asked for those things. They asked for the Snyderverse to be restored. They asked for the Snyder Cut to be restored. They asked for the Ayer Cut to be seen. But you won't listen to the fans. You have a better way. It's stupid. The fans who pay their money. How many times do you need to see Restore the Snyderverse trend on Twitter? And mainstream people jump in and say, yeah, restore the Snyderverse. Why do you think? It's because of the fans. Because of the fans. Because of the fans. Pay fans. If the fans don't have confidence in your product, I don't care what Prime says. I don't care what he talks about with video games and Xboxes and stuff. Movies aren't video games. So, they flop time and time again. I remember my boy saying, yeah, I'm glad they should remove Snyder from the Snyderverse so they can flop and fail. So they can see what they had. The only DC film for the entire year that is doing very well, excellently actually, is Zack Snyder's Justice League. And they won't put it in theaters. The one movie that would do well in theaters and people would come out to see it in theaters, they wouldn't put it out. So the only way we're going to see change, as the sister said from the Truth Channel, is through removal of the people in power at Warner Media. Toby Emmerich needs to go. Get your tail out of there. Discovery people need to come in and mend broken wounds, and we can see Zack Snyder direct Justice League 2 and 3. Only Zack Snyder. Don't want to hear about nobody else. Zack Snyder, Justice League 2 and 3. The other stuff, whoever you want to direct is fine by me. Once the Snyderverse comes back. We need Justice League 2 and 3. Snyderverse must continue. We need Ben Affleck's Batman movie. We need to see the Atom movie. We need to see the New Gods movie. We need to see the Ayer Cut. Hi, I'm Christ, I am Disciple. I hope you guys had a good day. We've seen the power of fandom. We've seen the power of paying fans. And now it is time for us as fans to let Warner Brothers know that the upcoming Flash movie will not be a success. Will not be a success if they don't restore the Snyderverse. I am Christ, I am Disciple. I'll catch you guys later. Peace.